scene, we then get our next segment featuring these two kids approaching a downed power line. Wow, look at this! Come over here! Hey, let's stick our faces directly in the sparking power line!
No, stay back! Don't go near or touch a fallen power line, or any other damaged electrical equipment. Electricity powers electric guitars, the main weapon of rock and roll music. Reject it, children!
Steve's own narration on the next page proves that he's realized what a terrible mistake he's made. He had tons and tons of training over several years, plus Alfred's emotional support, before he ever tried to do this, and he forced this on Dick Grayson, age 12, in weeks. Wait, weeks? It's been weeks?!
Space is warped and time is bendable.
I had years to grieve. This wouldn't have happened in my day. This is all rock and roll's fault.
And I thought being a superhero would be fun, sorta, but this was just terrifying. Not like a simulation at all.
See, there's more to superheroism than playing dress-up after all. There's also the constant vigilance against rock and roll music. Although, according to your boyfriend's memories, you finally eliminated that. Kudos!
He does seem worse than all of them combined. Mostly thefts, but he's hardly above murder if a night guard gets in his way. Maybe the worst criminal Gotham's ever seen. Really? He's worse than the guy who was going to pump poison gas into City Hall? And he came out of nowhere, a monstrous creature of the night, springing full-blown from the darkness, with no warning. Well, we did get a lot of angry messages demanding that we outlaw rock and roll music, but we never connected it before. Anyway, the four have teleported to the Batcave, apparently not bothering to call ahead. The Martian Manhunter comments about how much he likes the cave, how it and Batman remind him of the old pulp magazines. Linda Danvers comments about what she likes about him is the freedom to do good outside the law. The Manhunter says they should be like the old pulp heroes, just a costume and a gimmick. The Flash points out that Batman had a lifetime to train and hone his skills, while they'll need to start from scratch. Batman suddenly appears.
I think we all know what we're facing, Batman. No, Jean, you don't. Not even you. Not really. Not yet. You have no idea. The war against rock and roll is a tormented, haunting experience.
We cut to Gotham City, where Batman is, I guess, just chilling in the Batcave and reading a newspaper.
Humph, those Hatton Corners teenagers are acting like spoiled brats. And what's this rock and roll thing they keep mentioning? I don't know what it is, but I instantly distrust it.
Now we get some hallucinations from Luthor and Batman, who tell him he needs to drop his holier-than-thou attitude.
You were always bigger than all of us, always trying to let us feel like we were your equals, even though you could wipe the floor with all 7 billion of us with one hand tied behind your back. You could have rid the world of rock and roll long ago, damn you!
It suddenly dawns on Scarlett that her parents are dead, meaning that now she can become Batman and avenge them, as well as cement a hatred of rock and roll. Oh yeah, just look at her. Just the thought of rock and roll has made her go nuts. Punk is like nothing but death and crime and the rage of the beast, you know? In the lead-up to the miniseries Infinite Crisis, DC split the trinity of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, making them distrust one another. Batman in particular was pushed to be more paranoid of his fellow heroes. The thing is, though, you could still do that without mind-wiping him. He could have found out what they did and still been extremely distrustful of them. This, though, it helps ruin the book. Still, though, this does make me wonder what was going through his head while this happened.
Oh God, they're mind-wiping Dr. Light! Wait, why can't I move? Why? Oh God, my mind's being changed! Filled with thoughts of Metallica? Oh no, they're making me love rock and roll! No!